Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Okay, so yesterday was a very basic demo session for us. We tried to understand what is cloud. Okay, and today we will try to understand a bit more about cloud. Like I said, before we start our main concepts, main topics, we'll just try to see like what are the things we need to understand in cloud, what are the things we need to learn in cloud, and before that, actually, what is cloud? That is the major question, right? Okay, so cloud is all about computer networks. Cloud is about your internet. Cloud is about your on-premise data centers. Cloud is about your local area networks. Cloud is about your wide area networks. So it is talking about the computer networks. Okay. So if you go back in history, the traditional computer networks were designed in such a way. Let me just open a network first. Okay. See, this is your old traditional way of designing a computer network. And you can see here, there is someone sitting here. Maybe he's the administrator. Maybe he's connected to some router, maybe, or maybe he's connected to some storage, or maybe he's connected to some server, and he's trying to troubleshoot something there. So this is your on-premise data center. So for last 3 decades or 4 decades, we used to see this on-premise data centers in every company. The size may be different. Maybe there are like in this example, there are totally 5 racks here. Maybe there can be 15 racks, or maybe there can be 150 racks. It depends on the requirement in that particular company. So size may be more or less, but they look similar. We have the same sort of devices. We have the same sort of configurations in these devices. For example, when they take a server, they used to take a server from companies like HP or IBM or Dell. These are the 3 very famous companies that manufacture your servers. So companies should bring physical servers from any of these companies. Okay, besides this, there are some more companies like Lenovo, Toshiba. Okay, but these are the major companies. And coming to storage devices, we used to bring storage from a company like EMC. Okay, coming to routers and switches, Cisco is again a very famous device, a very famous company actually. So what we used to do before was we used to bring devices from different companies, and we used to connect them together. We used to configure them, and we used to troubleshoot. We used to maintain them. Means if there is any issue, we have to troubleshoot. If there is something we need to upgrade, then we need to keep them down for some time. So this was a traditional way of making and managing a computer network data center. Okay, so once the concept of cloud came, whatever I have said in last 3 minutes, everything it has eliminated. What cloud did, cloud computing is a concept where there is no need for me to worry about my hardware devices. There is no need for me to worry about the storage, and of course there is no need to worry about the servers. So cloud will take care of all these components. They will take care of servers, they will take care of storage, and they will take care of all the networking devices. And they will say, we will manage everything for you. You come to us, connect to our resources, use our resources, and pay according to your usage. Of course, it is a paid service, right? Okay, there are certain things which are free in cloud. Normally, people say cloud, there are many things free. No, my friend, there are certain things which are free, and there are certain things which are free for some time, and there are certain things which are not free even for 1 hour. So there are different services available in cloud. So we need to understand carefully what services are free and what services are paid. And if there are paid services, how much we have to pay. We need to calculate everything. As the administrator, we need to calculate everything. Okay, so that we will see hopefully when we go with our the subject, the actual classes actually. But as of now, this is what the on-premise data center used to be, and because of cloud, these on-premise data centers are decreasing day by day. There is no need for a company to build such a big network. Okay, so they can simply go and connect to the cloud provider, and they can run their applications there. Always a question will come actually. What about security? You're running your application at some other place. So what about security? Will it be there? Now, the easy example I can take here is, we have money. There are two ways to keep money. One way is you can keep your money in your home. The other way is you can keep money in a bank. Now, which one is more secure, keeping money in your home or keeping money in your bank? So there can be a, proper argument here, right? Where the money can be safe or where the money can be like more secure and whatever. If I keep the money in my home, can I provide the same level of security that a bank can provide? Or will I get the same, advantages of that money if I keep in bank? Obviously, there are some advantages, right? So if I keep my money in bank, there are some advantages. So if you keep money in your home, first of all, it is not so safe. Okay, you can compare the bank with the cloud provider and your home with your on-premise data center. So normally, people feel like whatever is there over the cloud, it is not safe. See, I'm not saying like it is 100% safe. But when you compare this security which is there in your on-premise network with the security we have over the cloud security is much better compared to the on-premise data center. Like the money that we keep in bank, that is more secure compared to the money we keep in our home, right? Let's say you have like 30 lakh rupees, for example. It's very difficult for us to like keep 30 lakh rupees somewhere in our home, right? Normally we prefer to keep that money in bank. So security wise, over the cloud, we have better security. Okay, so come again, please. The servers, the storage, the networking devices, everything we can take from a cloud provider in a form of a service. All these things will be coming to us, or all these things we can take in a virtual form. One is a physical form. All the servers, routers, switches, what you see, these are physical form. But when we go to cloud, we are taking the same components or the same devices in virtual form. See, when you connect to Netflix or when you connect to like Flipkart, where are these applications running? 100% cases these applications are running over the cloud. See, as an end user, I have no issue whether it is running on a physical machine or a virtual machine. It is the tension that Netflix or Flipkart or whatever other companies, they have to think, and they have to decide about all those things. But the companies like Netflix or Flipkart or Facebook or any other company, any other major company, these companies have already moved their applications into the cloud. Okay, so do I get any issue while accessing my Netflix, or do I get any issue when I try to order something on Flipkart or Amazon.com? No, right? So everything is working perfectly on cloud. Okay, so the bottom line here is, instead of we managing and maintaining all this infrastructure, we can simply connect to cloud. Now see, this is the definition I have taken from the Amazon documents, and what it says: cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet. Now see, over the internet. Internet is a very important part of our cloud. If for some reason internet connection is not there, then you cannot connect to your cloud. It is as simple as you're accessing your Gmail or accessing your Instagram or accessing your Facebook. If there is no internet connection, obviously we cannot connect to them, right? So cloud is also something like your Facebook and Gmail and all those things. So you need the internet connection to access the resources, IT resources. Now, what are these IT resources here? IT resources are your computing power, that is a server, storage, and database. Okay, let us come again. So IT resources over the internet with pay as you go pricing. Pay as you go pricing means how many resources you use or how much time you use the resource. According to your usage, you have to pay money. Simple billing system will be there. When we go and use a service, for example, let us say VPC. So when I use let's say EC2, EC2 is a virtual server. So when I use EC2, there are different types of EC2 machines available. One EC2 machine is available with Linux operating system. Another EC2 machine is available with Windows operating system. In Linux, we have Red Hat, Ubuntu, Amazon Linux, CentOS Linux. In Windows, we have like Windows Server 2012, 16, 19, 22. And in Linux, the machine configuration is like say 2 GB RAM and let's say 100 GB hard disk. In Windows, we have, let us say, 4 GB RAM and 200 GB hard disk. So according to the resources that we use, we have to pay money. So when you say pay as you go pricing, whatever resources we use, that much we need to pay. The best example I can take here is the electricity bill. See, maybe you got the electricity bill as 700 rupees for the month of February. And in the month of March, maybe you will get electricity bill like, let's say, 3,500 rupees. Why this much differ here? The simple reason is maybe in the month of February, you're consuming less power. Maybe in the month of March, you consume more power. So you'll get more bill. So the cloud billing is exactly like this. Whatever you're consuming, whatever you're using, according to your usage, the billing will come. You know, my friend, the billing that we will get in cloud is way more lesser than the amount of money that we spend on the on-premise data center. Always remember this. You will get billing every month, every 3 months, whatever the plan you select, you will get the bill according to that particular plan. But what I'm saying here is, if you go with your on-premise data center, the amount of money that you spend on your on-premise data center in day one, that much amount maybe you can use for next 5 years or 7 years in cloud, or maybe more than that actually. So pay as you go means it is how much we use, that much we need to pay. See, now it says clearly here what it says: instead of buying, owning and maintaining physical data centers and servers. So for last 3-4 decades we used to buy, maintain the physical data centers and servers. So now it is saying, instead of owning and maintaining the physical data centers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage and database on as needed basis from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services. So Amazon is clearly offering us, they are saying, listen, why will you buy everything? Why will you connect everything? You're spending huge money there. So no need to spend that much money. Come to us, we will provide everything to you. Tell me which OS you need. You need Linux OS. Okay, in Linux, which version you need? You need Red Hat. Okay, in Red Hat, which version you need? You need, let us say, 8.0. Okay, with this 8.0, what applications you need? How much hardware you need? Everything we will provide. Or let us say you need Windows Server. In Windows Server, which OS you need? Let us say 2016. In 2016, you need the standard version or the data center version. Whatever you need, whatever applications you need, we will provide everything to you. Maybe your company is working as a IT company. Maybe your company is majorly focusing on, let's say, e-commerce. Maybe your company is some hospital sector. Maybe it is a banking sector, whatever is your need, we as a cloud provider can offer everything to you. So cloud is not only for a particular group of companies. Cloud is for every XYZ company. Maybe someone is a let's say a web developer, so he can develop some applications there. Maybe he's a programmer, he can develop some programs there. So these companies are providing resources to each and every sector. It's not only related to IT sector, it is open for every sector. Every sector is moving into cloud. Okay, so this is your Amazon. Now see, I'll go to Microsoft. Now this is the definition I have taken from Microsoft, and what it says, simply put, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services including server, storage, database, network, software, analytic, intel, there are many more things, over the internet. Okay, and you say you typically pay only for the cloud services you use. There are many services offered by cloud, but what we do here, friends, we will get the billing, or we will pay the amount only for the services that we use. For example, if I go to a restaurant, maybe they are offering, like, 200 different dishes there. And suppose if I go and take, let's say, chole bhature, for example. If I take chole bhature, then I have to pay only for chole bhature, right? Suppose you are taking biryani, so you have to pay only for biryani. It's not like you're paying for everything there. That's not the way things will work, right? So in cloud also, we just need to pay only for the services that we use. Okay. helping lower your operating costs, run your infrastructure more efficiently, and scale as your business needs change. Business needs change means whenever you need more services, whenever you need more servers, you can add more servers. Whenever you want to decrease some servers, you can decrease some servers. Okay, so these are the beautiful things available in cloud. Let us go to one more company, IBM. It says the same thing. This is your Google. All these are cloud providers, myself. All these are cloud providers, and everyone is saying only pay for what you use. It's not only with Amazon, it's with every other cloud company, it's with every other cloud provider. Okay, Amazon is having upper hand compared to all the other cloud providers, because in every business there are certain companies which are more famous. There are certain companies which are like which can offer better features and better services. So Amazon is a company that is at the top. Second is your Microsoft, and the third is your Google. These are the rankings actually for many years. And if you go with the today's ranking, the same ranking is available. Amazon is at number 1, Microsoft is at number 2, and Google is at number 3. Number 4, 5, 6, the rankings will be fluctuating every year. Okay, so as of now, these are the 3 major companies. So go to any company, friends. This is what the cloud is offering. See here, cloud, we have servers, storage, application, networking, data. This is what we need to learn in our coming classes. See, cloud is not only designed for the IT companies like SCD, like, there is something called artificial intelligence. There is something called Internet of Things. Okay. And there is something called machine learning. For all these things, there are some services available in cloud, especially when you go with AWS. AWS is offering services in most of the fields. So to whichever field a particular person is connected with, he can still connect to cloud and he can use the resources according to his need. What you see right now on your screen, server, storage, application, networking, database, these are like common for every company. But after this, maybe some company has like, working in artificial intelligence, so they need to use the services related with artificial intelligence. Maybe someone is, busy with the machine learning or data science or whatever, so they have to go with the other services now. Those are the specialized services. So we need to learn about servers, storage, application, networking, and database in our curriculum. Okay, I hope it is clear. I hope you are able to understand how the cloud is designed and what we are going to learn in cloud. Now, the next question was, who can learn cloud computing? That was a major question that we need to address. So who can learn cloud computing? Like I said, any person with zero knowledge of computer networks can learn cloud computing. You should have any bachelor's or master's degree with you. That is more than enough. You can kickstart your career in cloud. But again, if I say any person with zero knowledge can learn cloud computing, I'm not 100% correct here actually. You should have some basics. You should know some basics of operating system like Windows Server operating system and Linux Server operating system. You should have some basics of networking. You should know a concept called virtualization. Hopefully this virtualization concept we will see in more details if time permits today or maybe at least tomorrow. Okay, so these are the concepts you should know. So what I'll do here is, whenever we start any major concept, I will cover whatever is needed for us. Like operating system, we will go and see Windows servers, how they are designed, what configurations are there. We will see the Linux servers. Different Linux servers are available like Red Hat, Ubuntu, Fedora, CentOS, Amazon Linux. We will at least see Red Hat, Ubuntu, and the Amazon Linux, at least 3. So we'll access the servers and we will see how they are designed, how they are working, and all those things. And in networking, we need to see many things actually. IP addressing is the most important part. Then we need to see concepts related with firewall. There is something called network address translation. There are something called protocols and port numbers. Without learning these concepts, we cannot understand a concept called VPC. And whenever you face any interview, you will get at least 5 to 7 questions from these concepts. So these are your basics. So if you know them, well and good. You can simply revise and you can simply refresh. But again, if you are coming from some XYZ background, there is no need for you to worry, because I'll cover all the basics that we need to no before we go and learn deep, or before we go and learn more services in cloud. So when I say no need to know anything before learning cloud, that is correct. And if you know something, that is well and good, that is an advantage for you. That's it. But this course curriculum is designed in such a way that if you are a fresher or if you are having any experience, this course curriculum will help you in understanding and gaining more knowledge of cloud and understanding the concepts of cloud. And you'll be in a position to work as an administrator, at least by showing like 2 years of experience. Okay. So this is your cloud. So let us go and see more about cloud and some more other things that are related to cloud. And meanwhile, the chat box is always open, friends. Whenever you have any doubt, whenever you have any question, you can simply send your question in the chat box. It will be easy for me to come to your question. Okay, let me just take you to the AWS account. So we'll be learning AWS, so we should know about AWS account and how to log in and how to use the services. We're not worried about the Microsoft and the other cloud providers here. Okay, so this is your AWS console. So once you create your account, it will be like this. This is actually called free tier account. And again, everything is not free here. See, if I go to my billing section, actually, I have a billing section here. I may show you some bill. Today is still 28th March. So the bill of this month will not be generated. Okay, but I can show you some previous bills. Although my account is a free tier account, but still, let us say January 2022. I've already paid the bill here. The bill was actually USD $0.41. It was nothing, right? If I go back to, let's say, 2022, November 2022, this bill also I have paid, and the bill was $0.41. It was some rupees actually. I can show you some better bill, hopefully. August, $0.24. So I already paid the bill. So every month I'm getting this much. I'm not getting even $1 actually. $1 will be like 80 rupees, right? I'm not even getting $1. I'm getting, see, this is your 19 rupees. For the month of August 2022, I got 19 rupees as a bill. So I have to pay the bill. In case if you're not paying the bill, Amazon people will not deduct the money forcefully from your account, your bank account, and they will simply, keep on messaging you. Message in the sense, they will keep on sending emails to you, and they will inform you like your bill is due for this month, this month, this month. So after like 3 months or 4 months, then they will take some action on your account. But overall, if you're not paying bill for like 1 month or 2 months, you can still use the resources. You can still access your account. Okay, so these are the bills that we will get and we need to pay. Okay, now if you go to this AWS here, this is your AWS main console. What you see here, you will see some recently visited services. Like there is a service called VPC, there is a service called S3, there is something called CloudWatch. So whatever I have visited, I can see all the services. But if you click on this services option here, can you see all these are the services that are offered by Amazon? Robotics, and let us say machine learning, Internet of Things, developer tools. Okay, we have services related to blockchain. These are different technologies, right? Analytics. So it is offering services to every type of business in a way. It's not only related with your IT infrastructure. It is offering services to many other things. Actually, when they launch AWS, when they launch the cloud services, Amazon people, the first service they launched was called S3. S3 will take some classes for us. It is a very, very important service. So when they started cloud services in the year 2006, Amazon people, they started providing cloud services in the year 2006. Then the first service was S3. Now see today how many services you can see here. We have this many services. Maybe by the end of this year, some more services will be added related to some other business. So from now, the cloud will simply grow. The cloud will simply expand. More services will be added so that they can attract different type of businesses. So if different type of businesses are coming to the cloud, obviously the cloud companies, they are generating more money, right? It's all about business. At the end of the day, it is all about money. As company, a company is saving money because they are not bringing the physical infrastructure, and as a cloud provider, if they are attracting more people, more companies, then they are earning more money. So it's a win-win situation for everyone actually. Okay, so like this, you can go to services and you can see all the different type of services available here. But majorly we are worried about these four services. We need to learn about these four services: VPC, EC2, IAM, and S3. Beside this, there are many more things we need to learn, but the major four services that we need to cover is virtual private cloud, EC2, IAM, S3. Okay, so this is your console, and you can simply move to different services like EC2, for example. Once you go to EC2, see, in EC2 we have this many services or this many options in a way. Like there is something called instances, images, elastic block store, network security, load balance, auto scaling. It will take at least 2 weeks actually for us to cover all these things. It will take how much time? At least 2 weeks. So when we start our VPC, we need to start from very basic, like what is a server, what are the types of servers available, what is Windows server, what is Linux server, what is a server hardware, what is the difference between a physical server and a virtual server. Once we finish all these things, then we will be in a great position to understand the concepts that are available in cloud, or the services that are available in cloud. Okay, so this is your actual console. In coming classes, I'll show you how to create your account and how to use your account. And coming to billing, like I showed you, the billing will be very minimum. In case, see, I remember some months before, one of my student, he sent me an email, and in that email he attached his bill, and the bill was approximately 55,000 rupees per 1 month. You know why it was 55,000? 55,000 is obviously some money, right? Can we pay that much money from our pocket just to practice the AWS services or the AWS course? No, my friend, it's a big money. But you know what was the mistake he did? The mistake was, suppose he started running some instances. But the problem was, once he finished his practicals, once he finished his lab, he was not terminating those configurations. Means if you launch a server, you should know how to launch a server, you should know how to maintain it, you should know how to troubleshoot, you should know there are many things that are involved there. Okay, you should know all these things, but at the end of the day, you should know how to terminate also, because this is your free tier account, so you should not keep your servers active. Remember yesterday I created one web server. I have deleted the web server within 5 minutes. So if I do like this, then there is very less bill come to my AWS account, maybe like 50 rupees, 30 rupees, 40 rupees. So I'm using AWS account for last many years. Till now, I have not received a bill which is like Indian rupees up to 50. So now monthly you are getting 30 rupees, 20 rupees. It's not a big deal, right? But you should be very, active here. If you use some services, you should know how to terminate. So it is my responsibility to inform you, okay, this particular service, let's say service name is, for example, ABC. There is no service with the name ABC. Okay, I'll go with the actual service. Let us say S3, simple storage service, S3. So whenever we discuss about S3, it is my responsibility to inform you how to create some S3 objects, like how to create a folder or a bucket or whatever, then how to use them, then how much billing may come on this particular object, then how to terminate them. So when you do the practicals, you should know how to create them, how to use them, and you should know the billing details, how much bill can come. After doing everything, you should know how to terminate them. If you do the starting three and if you're not terminating, then obviously you're using the resources. See, if there are 3 rooms in my house, for example, and suppose in one bedroom, the AC is on, the fan is on, and some lights are on, but there is no one inside this particular room. So the electricity department will not say like, okay, there was no one in this room, so we are not, charging any bill, right? So electricity department say like, okay, you have consumed this much electricity, so you have to pay the bill. Here also same. We are using the resources for some time for practical purpose. Then once you terminate, then the billing will be as less as 30 or 40 rupees per month. See, in a company, once you launch a application or once you launch a server, you're not terminating in a company. This is only for our practical purpose that we need to terminate. So it is my responsibility to inform you all the details about a particular service creation and using that particular service, okay, the billing details of that particular service and how to terminate that particular service. So if you follow what we are learning in the classroom, it will be easy for you to learn each and everything that is needed for you. Okay, so this is your AWS console here, friends. It will be like this. Very simple console, right? This is your graphical console. So you can move here and there by using your mouse. Like say if you go to instances, we have like many other options. If you go to images, we have like many other options. If you go to Elastic, you know, how to use MS Word here, right? For example, if I go to this Word file here, see what I can see? I can see there is something written here. If I ask you a question like, do you know how to change the IP address here, the color of this IP address? Obviously, you know this, right? You can select this. You can go to this colors option and you can change the color to, let's say, red. Can I change the size, font size? Of course I can. Can I change the font? I can do this, right? See, the options are available there itself. So what I'm trying to show you here is in our AWS console also, each and every option is available there. We just need to know how to use them. We just need to know what is that option and how to use it. Like for example, there is an option called savings plan. So what is a savings plan? There is an option called volumes. So what is this volume? Then how to use it, what billing will come, and how to terminate. I'm just trying to make things easier for you. Things will be very easy if you follow a particular pattern. Okay, so the only things that you need to have to learn this AWS course is you need to have a account, and obviously to access the account you need to have the internet connection. And we are in 2023 now. Internet is not a problem now, right? You can use your mobile phone internet and you can access your account and you can do everything. So it's not a big deal. You just need to create your free tier account and you just need to have the internet and you can do all the practicals that are needed that we are going to learn in this particular course. These are the only two prerequisites you should take care: account creation and the internet connection. That's it. Computer can be any computer. It can be desktop or laptop with any XYZ configuration. See, there is no need to have like 16 GB RAM to access Google website, right? There is no need to have like 24 GB RAM to access YouTube website. So Amazon console is something like that. Okay. So I'll just sign out here. Let us try to understand a bit more about cloud, and I'm open for all your question and answers here in case if you have any questions regarding our cloud computing technology. So let me just go to a different file here. Yeah. See here, friend, these are the top companies that are providing cloud services. Like I said, Amazon is a market leader for many reasons. Many reasons are there. Like, Amazon people have data centers spread across the globe. They have huge infrastructure available. Okay, they have a better team. They have more services to offer. Okay, and they have a better resources available in the data center. So Amazon is at number one. Microsoft is at number two. We call it as AWS in Amazon, and we call it as Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure is a cloud service, okay, from Microsoft. And from Google, we call it as Google Cloud Platform, GCP. IBM also have their own cloud. Oracle also have cloud. Alibaba, Salesforce, VMware, HP, Cisco, DigitalOcean, Juniper. Like there are many more companies, but these are the cloud leaders. Okay. Now, let us try to see a couple of advantages we have in cloud. We will go with all these benefits in more details in coming classes, but as of now, Let us see what is this flexibility and scalability option. I'll take an example. Everyone have a mobile phone or at least a laptop or a desktop, whatever. Hmm? So is it possible to increase the configuration in our laptop? Like say you have a laptop with 8 GB RAM. So 3 years before, when you purchase this laptop with 8 GB RAM, you thought it is okay, sufficient. Okay, maybe 3 years before, the applications that you were using, 8 GB RAM was like okay. But now 8 GB is not looking good. 8 GB is not sufficient. So can we increase our RAM in our laptop from 8 GB to 32 GB? Of course we can do that, right? Laptops will support around 32 GB RAM, or the new laptops may support up to 64 or 128 GB RAM. So the concept here is we have the option of increasing the RAM. Okay, let us go with a different example. Instead of RAM, I will use the example of storage. Let us say you have totally 500 GB hard disk. Fine, that was sufficient for you like 3 years before. But now maybe you need 2 TB hard disk, that is 2000 GB. So can you increase your hard disk from 500 GB to 2 TB? That is literally possible, right? We can easily increase. But you know what to do, friends? First of all, you should go to some shop somewhere. You should go to market, to a particular shop, and you should purchase a hard disk that is 2 TB, and you should connect the hard disk to your laptop. But what about existing 500 GB hard disk? Whatever data was there in this existing 500 GB hard disk, you have to transfer the data into this 2 TB hard disk. So practically, everything is possible. The only problem here is the time. You have to go to some place, purchase the hard disk, connect the hard disk, open your laptop or desktop, then connect the hard disk, then transfer the data. So it will take a lot of time there. Is there any option like we can increase our existing 500 GB hard disk to like 2 TB? This is your physical disk. Can we do like this? No. But in cloud, if you are using 500 GB storage in cloud without any interruption, without any issues, without any problem with your existing 500 GB hard disk, we can simply increase the capacity from 500 GB to like 2 TB. So if you go with your physical infrastructure, my friend, increasing is possible. Flexibility is there. We can increase and decrease our resources. But the problem is increasing and decreasing is not so easy. We have to spend a lot of time, and we have to do a particular process, and in the middle of the process, if there is any problem, it can affect our data. So there are some issues there. But coming to cloud, we already have 500 GB hard disk. We have already taken 500 GB storage from cloud. But if you want to increase, within next 30 seconds, we can increase from 500 GB to like 2000 GB. This is such a excellent option, right? Now this option is called flexibility and elasticity. So we need to see how we can increase the resources in a server. Okay, we have taken a server today in AWS, and this server we have taken with some configuration. Today this configuration was looking okay, but within like 2 months, this configuration is not working. This configuration is looking very less because your business will grow. Many people will connect to your applications. So this configuration is not looking so healthy now. So what we can do, without disturbing your application's performance, without interrupting your application's performance, we can simply increase the resources in this EC2 machine. From 4 GB RAM, I can go to 16 GB RAM. From 500 GB hard disk, I can go to like 2 TB hard disk. Machine performance is fine, we can increase. Okay, there is one more option here. Instead of increasing manually, what we can do? We can do some configurations. We can say automatically the EC2 machine should be adding more resources and it should be removing resources. Let's say 15th August, Independence Day. Normally big companies or any express company, if you go to like small showroom somewhere, or if you go to any shopping mall also, you will see some offers on 15th August, right? So suddenly the traffic has increased. So suppose say Flipkart.com app is there. So on 15th August, they are offering something. They are saying like, okay, on this day from 12 a.m. to like 12 p.m. or a.m. to a.m. whatever, for this 24 hours, there are some offers available. if a t-shirt was in let's say 3,000 rupees, in offer the t-shirt will come in let's say 300 rupees. So obviously it's a huge difference, right? So on that particular day, 15th August, the traffic will suddenly increase. But do you know when exactly the traffic will increase? Will it increase exactly at 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. or 5 p.m.? No one knows, right? They know the day is 15th August, but when exactly the traffic will increase, no one knows. So what we can do here is we can configure something in our cloud. That configuration is called auto scaling. You know what auto scaling will do? Auto scaling will decide according to our network traffic when to increase the resources. So there is no need for me to go to market and bring extra resources. Auto scaling is the option where it will see my traffic, how much traffic is coming. Okay, more traffic is coming. Okay, let us add more servers now. So automatically resources will be added in our AWS, and these resources will be running till the time the traffic is more. Once the traffic starts decreasing, you know what happens now? Whatever extra resources were added, the resources will be automatically removed. Such an excellent concept, right? This is a great benefit we have in cloud computing, my friend. So no need for us to every time worry like, okay, how much is increasing, how much is decreasing, or how much we need to increase, how much we need to decrease. We can calculate, but you know, no one can calculate exactly like how much should be decreased and how much should be increased. But auto scaling, that will do the work for us. This is one of the benefit we have in cloud, increasing and decreasing the resources according to need. And on 16th August, we will be back to our normal setup. Say we need only 5 servers. So 14th August, we are using 5 servers. 16th August also we are using 5 servers. But on 15th August, because there is an offer there, suddenly we need 15 servers. So auto scaling will suddenly add extra 10 servers here. So once the offer is over, obviously the traffic will decrease now. So then the number of servers also will be automatically decreased. This is a concept we have in cloud. So like this, there are many advantages, my friend. There are some disadvantages also. See, I cannot say like everything is good in cloud. There are certain disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages and how to overcome these disadvantages? Hopefully we will see in our next couple of sessions. But as of now, there are so many advantages in cloud that the disadvantages will like, you know, look like a very tiny object. So the disadvantages are there, but we can overcome with this disadvantage. Okay, I'll give one simple example on disadvantage. See, internet connectivity. You know, last Saturday, 2 days before, there was no internet in my home for like 4 or 6 hours. So what I did, I called the ISP people. They came and they did some troubleshooting. There was some problem with cables and all those things. So it took them around 6 hours to bring my internet connection up. So in cloud, if the internet is not available, you cannot connect to your resources. Like suppose suddenly you should make some changes in your server which is there over the cloud. But suppose in your office there is no internet connection. Can you connect to the cloud now? You cannot. But you know, there is a solution here. What is the solution? The solution is, instead of taking internet connection from one company, a company will take internet connection from multiple ISPs. Like say this is your Airtel ISP and this is your, let's say, Jio ISP, and they may go with, let's say, Act Fiber. See, they have taken internet connection from 3 different ISPs. So maybe Act Fiber is down or maybe Jio is down, but still Airtel is working. So internet connectivity can be an issue, but you know, you should be very smart enough to, like, you know, understand like there are many ISPs available there using which we can, you know, take the internet connections. At least 2 will be there. If the company is a bigger company, they can offer 3, 4, 5 different internet connections. So whatever disadvantages we have in cloud, there is a solution for that actually. There is a solution for that. So overall, in cloud, everything is a win-win thing. Everything is very excellently designed. Everything is provided in a simple way, and it is having security. It is having, you know, better features. Okay, we have to simply understand how the cloud is working and how we can use these particular services in our organization. Okay, so I hope you're understanding more about cloud here, friends. We need to see many more things, but again, this is just a demo session, so I'm expecting some more questions from you. I'm just trying to interact with you. I will not be discussing any new thing as of now for today, but tomorrow when we come, we will see a concept called virtualization. This virtualization concept will help you in understanding how the cloud is working actually. Okay, so tomorrow will be the last demo actually, and after that they will change the link. Let me just write something here. So they will change the link, and if you want to get all the details, better call on this number. Okay, so she will be responding you. Let me just write the number here. Okay, so the number is 720 7 21 24 27. So if you want to get all the other details about the codes and the payment method and all those things, you can simply call on this number and they will share all the details with you. I think they already shared some details in the chat box. Yeah, and they have some other number also. Okay, yeah, so they have Paytm number, Google Pay number, they have shared all the bank details. Okay, they have shared everything. So still you need to clear some more doubts, then you can call on this number, and if you want to talk to me directly, they will simply make a conference call with me, so hopefully you can have some discussion with me if you need. But as of now, we are in the middle of the session here, right? So it is the best time for us to have some whatever doubts you have, you can simply clear your doubts. So tomorrow we will see the virtualization concept. Then hopefully you can see cloud in a different way. You can understand cloud in a better way. Okay, virtualization is the concept that is the base of our cloud computing. Okay, friends, so that's it from me for today. I'll be here for like at least couple of minutes. So this was your second demo, and hopefully we will conduct one more session tomorrow with the same link. But after that, the link will change. Coming to exam, that was one of the question yesterday. Like I said, you exam is a secondary thing for you. The primary focus should be on learning the concept. If you know the concept, then companies will support you in writing exams. They'll pay for your examination. They'll pay your examination fee. So first thing should be like learning, understanding the concept, and learning how to configure the services, and then preparing yourself for interviews, and hopefully the next thing will come, that is your examination. Okay, so I guess there are no questions for today. So we'll do one thing, we'll stop the session here, friends, and meet up again tomorrow. Like yesterday's session was already uploaded on the YouTube, right? DurgaSoft people have their YouTube channel there. You can just go and search YouTube DurgaSoft there. So this was the yesterday's session here. This was our session. So again today also this session will be uploaded on YouTube, so you can just go there and you can revise the session in case if you want to revise. Okay, starting 3 sessions will be uploaded on YouTube. The basic session, the demo sessions will be uploaded on YouTube, but after that each and every session will be shared with the people who registered for this course. Okay, so they will share through a Google Drive. They will upload everything in Google Drive and they will share with you, so that you can access Google Drive at any time, and you can watch all these classes again. And this Google Drive will be accessible for you for like 1 year. For next 1 year you can access these videos. 1 year is a huge time. So once you finish the course, if you watch these classes again at least for one time, if you just revise these classes at least for one time, that is more than enough for you to understand everything, my friend. cloud computing is, a technical concept, but the concepts are designed in a simplified way. So if you go in a proper way, it's up to me actually. It's my responsibility to present the concept in a very simple and easy way. The trainer should take some responsibility here actually. So if you can understand these concepts, things will look very easy for you in cloud. There are certain concepts where we need to spend more time actually, but overall 70 to 80% concepts within the classroom only you can understand that particular concept. There is no need for revision also, but again 20-25% concepts are there. If you can revise, then it will be good for you. Okay friends, that's it for the day. I guess there are no questions from your side for today, so we'll stop the session here and see you tomorrow at same time, 9 a.m. India Standard Time, with this virtualization concept. Thanks a lot friends. Take care. Bye.